Title: She Knew My Name. She walked into the ranger station barefoot, dazed, and said I'd just saved her life. The thing is, I hadn't left the station all night. The woman in the doorway. It was just after 2 a.m. The ranger station was quiet, radio static low, coffee stale, the woods outside silent in that thick, unnerving way they get during off-season. I was alone on night duty, logging trail closures, no calls, no visitors, nothing, until she walked in, barefoot, soaking wet, dirt on her arms, scratches on her face. But what stopped me cold wasn't how she looked. It was what she said. "You saved me." I blinked. I'm sorry. She nodded. You found me in the woods. You told me which way to go. Only I hadn't left the station all night. Her story. I gave her a blanket, warm tea, tried to stay calm. She said she'd been hiking near Granite Hollow, lost the trail after sunset, wandered for hours. Then, just when she thought she'd freeze to death, a ranger appeared. He had a lantern, wore a badge, called me by name, she whispered. Said, "It's okay, Lisa, I've got you." That was her name, Lisa. But I didn't know her, and neither did any other ranger on duty that night. I asked what he looked like. She described me. Exactly. Height, voice, uniform, beard, even the scar above my right brow. Checked the logs. I radioed dispatch, asked if anyone else had gone out to Granite Hollow. Negative. It was closed for the season, too unstable after the rain. I checked the sign-in logs, no patrols scheduled. My name was the only one listed for this sector. Still, I pulled up the security cam footage from outside the station. Nothing. No one left. No one entered. But Lisa had walked through that door like I just led her there. The map and the marker. She pointed to the map on the wall. "That's where you found me," she said, "right by the old stone bridge." My stomach sank. The bridge collapsed over 10 years ago, and the trail near it had been blocked by landslides ever since. No one, and I mean no one, should have been near it. I grabbed a red marker and circled the area. Maybe someone was impersonating a ranger. Or maybe Lisa was lying. But the way her hands shook, the way she cried when I offered her clean socks, it didn't feel like a lie. The patrol that shouldn't have been. I drove out there at first light. Fog clung to the trees like cobwebs. The trail was muddy, slippery. Eventually, I reached what was left of the stone bridge. It was still crumbled, half swallowed by the stream below. But on the edge, boot prints, fresh, leading to and away from the exact spot she'd described. I followed them back toward the main trail and stopped when I saw it. A small sign, old, wooden, faded. It read, "Ranger Hale, Point of Recovery, 2011. Only. I'd never seen it before, and I sure as hell had never recovered anyone from this spot in 2011. The missing report. Back at the station, I dug through our archives. I looked up every missing persons case from Granite Hollow. Nothing about Lisa, nothing about a rescue. But when I looked through my own incident reports from 2011, there was one with no signature, no timestamp, just one line, subject located, guided back to station. Under notes, it read, "She knew my name. Lisa leaves." By noon, Lisa was gone. She left without saying goodbye, didn't wait for the shuttle, just walked out the front door. We filed a wellness report, but she didn't leave a number. Said she'd be fine from here. I checked the logs again. No entry, no exit, no Lisa. I even asked dispatch to replay the footage from the night before. Still nothing. The cameras never showed her enter the building. Echo in the trees. That evening, I stood by the tree line near the trail entrance, just watching, listening. Sunset painted the woods in orange and rust. That's when I heard it. A voice from deep in the trees, faint but unmistakable. "Mark, Hale." I turned, flashlight up, nothing, just forest. And then, for a moment, I saw a figure wearing a ranger uniform, carrying a lantern. He looked exactly like me. What the others say. I didn't say anything at first, but 2 weeks later, one of the new guys, Ranger Vasquez, came in looking pale. "You ever, run into someone who looks like you?" he asked. I raised an eyebrow. He said he was patrolling Granite Hollow, thought he saw me near the stream. Tried to call out, but the figure disappeared into the fog. Others started reporting it too. The same ranger, same lantern, always silent, always just out of reach. The ranger that watches. There's an old superstition around here. We call it the shadow badge. It's a story rangers tell when we sit around real campfires, about a ranger who died in the woods and never left. Now he roams the trails, guiding the lost, or warning those too close to something they shouldn't see. I never believed it, but now I wonder if I'm the story, or if I'm just part of it. The journal entry. I keep a journal. Old habit. Last night I opened to a page I don't remember writing. It simply read, "She knew my name, because I was always meant to bring her back, because I never left that trail." And then, nothing. Just the sound of wind through the trees, and the whisper of boots on dirt that aren't mine.